Let's work with some ordinary sounds, like sounds that you would use from around your house, around your environment that you might want to record. And maybe you think that when you hear these sounds, you're like, oh, I don't even know if this would be worth recording. Like, what would I do with this? You might be surprised. So, when I started recording, I was feeling the same way where I'm like, this is a weird noise. Like, what would I ever do with this? But what's cool is you can kind of build a arsenal of tools that could be used in ways that you wouldn't have thought of. So it's always cool to have those and try them out and play around with them, because things again will show up and you'll be like, oh yeah, I have that. I could use this in, this track I'm working in, or this gives me another idea, or, something will show up. So it's nice to have a lot of different types of sounds to work with that may not be, synths that you have. Maybe you've, tried all the presets, or you don't know where to start, or, you're tired of using it and you want to do something else. This is a nice way to kind of start with something new. So I have a few samples. This is, let's see. Would you like the sheets on my bed? Let's grab that one. Let's see. These are some leaves. We'll grab that. Here's like a fan. It's cool. So we can do quite a bit with these sounds. Now, again, I showed you how to use Pulse Stretch. You could bring these into Pulse Stretch and you could create some sort of atmospheric kind of sound with these. You could, the leaves ones especially, you could, let me see if this works. Again, this may only be in standard and sweet. I think it's only in standard and sweet, but you can chop up a audio clip into MIDI. So then it puts it in a drum rack, which is quite cool. Yeah, I told you I could not finger drum, but this is cool because you can, do it in different slices and make something out of it. I'm going to put a utility on this to turn it up a little bit so you can hear it. And what's nice is it's got these already set up for me. Oh, that's kind of nice. I didn't even know it did that. So you could totally make this into a percussive element if you wanted to. Let's see. Let's put a, so this is just a sequencer that comes with Ableton that I'm trying. So if you have any sort of sequencing options, even if you have hardware that would do it for you, you could run it through that. Which is kind of cool. So again, it's crunching leaves. If you're recording that and thinking, what am I going to do with that? You could make a percussive sound out of it. You could also add, like a resonator to this. Gosh, it's so quiet. Let me turn it up. Which gives it, there's some sound there, some tonal stuff, some color. You could put a phaser flanger on it. I know you can't see this because my face is down there. I just did the basic one. There's some presets in here. So that's pretty cool, I think, to have an ordinary sound that you could turn into something different. Let's work with this one. This is the sheets. Turn it up. Okay, I'm going to loop it, and I'm going to do like from here to here. Okay, so then let's see. Let's use Space Modulator. I don't use this very much, but it can be cool. It almost sounds like a waterfall. Or like bird wings flapping. And it has some interesting crispy textures in it too. So again, these are just my sheets. I think I just had my hands, or no, I think it was my microphone. I just kind of ran it over the sheets. I don't know. I mean, you could do some cool stuff. So now let's, what about the fan? I'm going to loop this too. Let's loop it to... And let's put, let's try pitch drift. This is a Baby Audio freebie. Oh, it kind of gives it like a tape, noisy tape kind of sound. Let's turn it on. Turn it on. That's kind of cool. So if you like tape kind of effects, we could stretch this out or make it shorter. See how it kind of has a robotic kind of sound? If you wanted to do that with these buttons here. But I'm going to keep it as is. So let's do oh, a phaser flanger might be kind of cool. Actually, let's pick a preset. How about a feedback? Let's see, what does it sound like? Just turn the rate down a little bit and the feedback down. We'll warm it up. So everyday sounds, you can make some interesting new sounds that could be layered with more tonal sounds if you wanted. Could be used in a transition. Let's try a grain delay. I don't know. Let's just try. Let's try this one. I don't know. Ooh. And you could modulate these parameters too. all from a home fan. So I'm just trying to get you into the mode of thinking outside of the box and trying things, exploring, experimenting with, audio effects, especially exploring ones that are meant, I put quotes, meant for certain instruments or whatever. Use them on things that they're not meant to be used with. Try it out. I think that there's a lot of things that you'll discover by trying that out. Also, rearranging where things are in your audio effect chain. That can also give you some really interesting results. So I would encourage you to, record some random sounds around your house. Just even if you think that they may not be cool or what am I going to use this for? Do it anyway. Just do a few recordings of sounds, bring them in and start playing around with this stuff. I think that you'll find some really interesting things will show up.